Hi, and welcome to another episode of Starship Gaming. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want notifications of when we release more awesome videos. CRT televisions. What do they have to do with retro gaming? Well, they have quite a bit to do with retro gaming. A lot of you remember growing up and you played all of your games, all of your video games, unless you were a PC gamer back in the day. You played all of your games on a CRT television. Well, of course, if you were a PC gamer, you played them on a CRT monitor. But a lot of people ask today, why do we still need CRT televisions to play retro video games? Well, the answer is you don't, but a lot of people prefer them. And there's a number of reasons why people prefer them. Some of them, some of the reason is that retro games just look better straight up on a CRT television. And of course, if you play light gun games, you'll definitely need a CRT television or some kind of CRT display. One of the most popular ones used for retro gaming are, Sony Trintitrons. They are considered one of the best CRT television displays that you can get, but honestly, if you're wanting a CRT for retro gaming, you can get just about any one that you feel like. For example, here is my CRT display that I use. This is a GE, I'm trying to think what the model is. I can't exactly remember the exact model, but it is a General Electric GE. It's part of the XS series, which came out in the early and mid-90s. This one's from 1994. Also, excuse the mess going on in the background. I'm in the process of moving stuff around. I'm actually, if you watched my past episode, I'm working on having my own gaming room, and I'm just in the process of moving stuff around, so yeah, excuse the mess. But this is my CRT display, and I recently started using it again, and the reason that I use it is mostly because I like playing retro games on it. It's just got that look. The picture is better. In fact, the sound is actually better than on a flat screen I use. I use a 32-inch flat screen, and the sound and picture are a lot better, especially if you're playing old games like Super Nintendo or even NES games. So CRTs still have a place in our world, pretty much. If you didn't already know, I own my own gaming store, and I actually keep CRTs in stock. Like, sometimes I sell them, and sometimes I just give them away. I actually have people who donate their old CRT TVs to me, or if I do buy them, I buy them for like $5 or something if they're like a 32-inch screen or bigger. And usually if they buy a older console that's like $40 or more, I usually throw in a free CRT if they want it. And usually it's, some people want them and some people don't, but it usually depends on if you're a nostalgia gamer or whatever. I mean, mine I even still watch cable on. I don't know why. I just like it. It's nostalgia. I've actually been watching cable more on it than my 60-inch 4K display. I don't really know why. I just I just do. For example, this was I guess you could say screenshot of one of the questions. I think this was Final Jeopardy last night as of this recording. Actually, I believe this was a rerun from a good while ago. With COVID-19 and everything going on, but this is what the display looks like. Of course, when you take pictures, because of the frame rate, you always get this weird effect that goes on. Here's a better picture of it. This is this was from my viewing of South Park the other day. I think the point is, CRT displays, you love them or you hate them. And a lot of people still love them. There's actually a pretty large community, and from what I hear, they are still being made to some capacity, but not as much as you would think. I believe I read something about LG still makes a CRT display of some kind. I haven't really did much research into it, but it's fascinating stuff. It's old tech, and it's real old. Well, yeah, it is real old tech, and people still love it. It's just like everybody else. It's like people who like old radios, or people who like Sony Walkmans, or even people who like old cartridge-based video games. There's some kind of market for it, and there's people out there that love it. I'm one of those people that love CRT displays. Mine's not the fanciest in the world. Mine I got it from an estate sale back in like the summer of 2017. And it's nearly a 20-year-old TV. It's from 1994. As of this recording, it's nearly 20 years old. It's, coming up fast. Or actually, 30 years old. It's 30 years old, almost. That's amazing to think about. 30 years ago, it was 1990. It'll be 30 years in 2024 that this television was manufactured. So, 30 years. But like I said, a lot of people still use them for gaming. So tell me in the comments down below, do you still have a CRT display or television or, whatever that you use for playing older video games on? Or do you have one that you still use for daily use? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, I know there's a lot of people out there that'll probably say, oh, my grandmother still has one. Well, my grandmother, when she was alive, she had one that was, and this is honest proof, she had one that was 50 years old. Like, it celebrated its 50th anniversary in 2016. So that, yeah. Like, she watched it daily, like, religiously. And I think it only ended up going to be serviced, the whole television servicing thing, maybe twice in its life. So, yeah, televisions were built to last back then. So, let me know that in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's a little different than what we normally talk about. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want notifications of when we release more awesome videos. And until next time, I will see ya.